Okay, we're here today with the lovely Liz, who said she'd do a testimonial for me, which is wonderful. And I want to start this little session with a funny story. So Liz was at work and she knew she was losing weight, but she'd not really checked. And so she knew she was dropping weight, and someone took her to one side, didn't they? And what did they say to you?
Asked me if I had a gastric band. Or surgery.
Yeah, and then someone had asked her son whether you were in the gym 24/7.
Yeah, or asked me what diet I was following. What do you eat? How many calories are you eating? And I was like, I haven't got a clue. I don't know how many calories I eat. What do you eat? Well, food, like, nice food.
Yeah. So then you decided you were going to weigh yourself, and then that's when I got the text message that you were 8 pounds away from losing 100 pounds. And to be honest, I didn't even think you had 100 pounds to lose. So I was just shocked.
Yeah, I knew, like, I'd weigh myself once a fortnight, not weekly. So I knew I'd lost 3 pounds, 4 pounds. And I did have some weeks fortnights where I'd lost like 9 pounds, but I hadn't added the total up to try and get, and to realise what it was in total. And 100 pounds, I had to do my sums twice. What, really? How come? I looked back at the photos and I thought, oh yeah, that's what I used to look like.
Amazing. So tell me, what made you reach out in the first place?
I think because I'd exhausted every other attempt that I'd ever made to lose weight, and every time it failed, I just felt more and more hopeless about the whole situation. And I saw you on the TV, didn't I, on Steph's Packed Lunch, whatever, which was a coincidence because I never usually have daytime TV on. I just left it on after the morning, and because I was working from home, and I came downstairs to make a coffee just as Anna was talking, and I came back out of the kitchen. What did she just say? Because the lady you were with had some really good success, and there was some of the things she was doing in terms of her eating habits. I thought, oh, that's a bit like me, that is. And that was the first time I'd ever heard the concept of emotional eating as well. So I kind of mulled it over for a little while, then thought about it and just thought, well, I've really got nothing to lose. And I've always had a bit of an interest in the mind and how it works, but never really known what to do with that. It's more of an interest. So what your approach was very much about how you're thinking and, that. So I thought, well, let's have a look. Let's see. I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, definitely. And so you had an anxious eating monster, as I call it.
Even no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so then how was this anxious eating monster? How was it affecting you on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I didn't even realise I was anxious. I didn't sort of identify as having anxiety. I didn't know what it was. But what I realised in hindsight, that whenever I felt not at ease with myself, or I had those feelings of I can't do anything, I'm, that not good enough thing, I used to eat, and I was eating mindlessly. And I don't just mean I'd eat, a few crisps or something. I was constantly eating food, and it was, and now I know I was just trying to hide away from that feeling that I didn't know what it was, that anxiety. It just felt uncomfortable. It didn't feel nice. And then I knew I'm just worrying about this, that, and the other. It wasn't about me and my weight. It'd be other things that were going on in my life. But the way I kind of dealt with that was by eating. And even though I was doing this every day for months and months and months, I'd never connected it to eating those things to how I was feeling.
So I always say to people, I'm not looking to give you strategies, I'm looking to remove that automated eating program. And for you, that was an anxious one. Yeah. So without the program, how did it change?
What, without the
without the anxious eating monster, what changed in your life? Was life easier, or did you enjoy your food more?
Yeah, all of those things. I was more careful about what I did eat, because I was eating for nutrition and for enjoyment, rather, and choosing what I wanted to eat for the taste and for what it did for my body, rather than just grabbing the nearest thing to hand and eating lots of that. So I was eating more consciously, I suppose, but emotionally so much calmer, and just absolutely no need to turn to food as a crutch, not at all, you know. And with losing weight came my confidence as well, and just that helped me approach all sorts of situations with a calmer frame of mind.
So this is, I always say, when we remove something like this, it really has a massive impact on your life. And Anna loves a story of romance. So when I first met you, you were mindlessly eating, you were anxious, you were wanting to lose a lot of weight. And now you got a lovely fella, you're just living your best life, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. And I never wanted to lose weight to find a partner. That was not on my list of things I wanted at all. I wanted to go on holiday. I wanted to be able to go out socially without cancelling everything because I didn't have anything to wear, or I felt like I was the size of the house and I was embarrassed of myself. I just wanted to live my life. Finding a partner was nowhere, there was not in my mind in the slightest. And in fact, it would have been my worst nightmare at the time. Even as I started to lose weight, I remember it coming up in some of your groups, you know, and just thinking, I don't want to do that. That would cause me hurt. That would cause me pain. That would send everything spiraling backwards. And obviously based on some previous life experiences. But yeah, my God, how wrong was I about that as well? So, yeah.
This is wonderful. And I love how I've done a couple of the testimonials now, and everybody is just so different. And you've just reached a lovely place where you're calmer, you're relaxed around food, you don't have to worry about it, and you're just enjoying life.
Yeah, and it's not just sort of my relationship now. It's made me I say better parent. You know, I'm an easier parent because my anxiety was obviously a lot about my children, who are actually grown up children. So it's not like they're little ones that do need to be worried about. But that must have been quite oppressing for them. That's gone now. Work, I can tackle things that I'd have been terrified of quite happily now. You know, I don't say I'm always brilliant at them, but I'll give everything a go because it's that confidence. You know, I now do a lot of, I guess it's what you call public speaking. We train big groups of people, so I'm standing in front of them, and
I know you would have hated that.
No,
I know you would have.
If you'd asked me to do this when I was big, I'd have thought, no way, I wouldn't have a photograph taken, never mind a video of me, God forbid. No, but now it doesn't bother me at all.
So I want to thank you for doing this video for me, because I really like people to hear it from the people that have done it themselves. And everybody is so different whatsoever. You know, everyone's really different. So I want to thank you very much for doing this and taking the time.
And yeah, all I can say, it has been life-changing working with you. It's not just my weight. Obviously, that was the first thing that brought me to you, directed to you, if you like. That's what I was there for. But yeah, it was the start of a very different phase of my life. So thank you.